The fixes this week are Fortified, Bolstering, Grievous, Beguiling. So if you guys want to know what those are. Bolstering, basically when the enemy dies, it bolsters other enemies and makes them do 20% more damage and 20% more HP. And then Grievous, when an ally falls below 90% health, they get like a ticking dot. It's super annoying. And Beguiling is little fuckers throughout the entire dungeon that you gotta kill. I think this week is Void Week. Alright, so whenever these guys wanna, here we go.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, so we're gonna lust. This is what you want to do. I don't know if they're gonna be good enough to do this. You're gonna want to pull everything. And you want to kill this guy first. You want to kill the Queen's Decree because he's going to go off and it's going to do a shit ton of damage. So normally we have the DPS isn't actually that bad. You just want to cut him out. You're getting hurt. Pretty simple, explanatory. Self-explanatory. Apparently I can't English because it's fucking hard. Like, this guy's fucking massive though. Realistically, you want them to fucking die all the same time, because then this guy's triple fucking but Jingo bolstered. And it's gonna hurt like a motherfucker. Every time he shoots, like, don't stand in that Azranik grenade because it's gonna fucking one-shot you. Alright. Hit him with the nice job because it was relatively decent. Repair whenever you can. Heals. So this healer's pretty bad. He's only barely keeping up with me, and I'm only healing myself. But it is what it is. This is the pug world, if you will. Yeah. And then you want to go to the right over here. Like when we came over here, you want to go down here and go this way and just pull this pack instead of pulling all that shit, because it's just so much faster. And then you want to pull this pack because you need to pull this pack to start the boss. And then you also want to do this. This is like a little LOS thing, so if you go over here and then go back over here, they get all confused and run back around. Why are you pulling me? Please stop. This is what you want to do so they don't keep bopping you. And you just keep going back and forth between this little area. It'll help you not get thrown. But obviously, I'm fucking trash. And then don't stand in front of Brutal Blackhand because you get smacked back like that. mage just did, and you got chunked. It's fortified. And then you just keep going back and forth like this. And you just let your range do your thing. Now this doesn't really work with if you have melee. I mean it does, but it works perfect with 3 range DPS. And then we should have Lust up again by the time we get to the next pack. And you want to take this guy kind of over in this area, where there's like a nest and shit. Just, I don't know. To me, I find it better. And you want to go like in a quarters, so that the arrows don't hit each other. And obviously you want to dodge the fucking charge. But sometimes the DPS don't know what they're doing. Actually, majority of the time the DPS don't know what they're doing. That's completely okay, but it's just a 10, but yeah. I just realized he has a Christmas album for the holidays. That's sick. Okay, I don't know how I got hit by that, but that's alright. Make sure you're keeping up your defenses. Self-explanatory things. See that powder shot there? You need to spread out for that. Now once it gets all green, just make sure you try to get over in a clear area. Help your melees out. Like that, bang bang. Okay, I'm stuck on nothing. And we're gonna go over here because there's a void. So if you go down those stairs, you have to pull the void. We don't really need to do that. What we're gonna need to do, we should have brought an invis because it's the week that you have to fucking push the dog around, which is just so annoying. And it just makes it 10 times easier if a stealth can just run around and do it that for you. Like, it's literally the make or break between 2 chesting or 3 chesting, you know what I mean? Nothing really to do about this guy. He's kind of just what he is. As long as you just dodge that brutal backhand, which he's facing that way, he's gonna hit all 3. So you want to dodge that so your healer just doesn't have to heal it. Like, it's super easy, especially if you're like a BM hunter. The other 2 might have a little bit of a harder time, but relatively pretty easy. And then here you want to stun the duelist and interrupt this. I can't reach him. Interrupting the irons, this sea sprout thing is like the biggest thing. That's where the most groups are gonna wipe. So now, if we don't have a stealthy, we're gonna have to push this cat, dog. It's definitely a pug, but we have to push him around to every single. We have to chase him around. See, nobody interrupted it, and everyone went flying in the air. And then that's where you. That's no fun. See that? It didn't get interrupted again. This is the world of pugs. That's all I gotta say. Apparently I have to put this on them. Like, I can interrupt too, but like, it's not like a good. I'm a pally, so it is kind of my job, but it's a lot easier when everyone else is doing the interrupting, so I can focus on other things. Okay, that was actually a decent pull. This is where I pop. Nothing, because I don't have anything. This is where you want to stun them. Nice, good interrupt. The good thing about this dungeon is you don't really need edicts, which is the trinket that helps you against magic damage, because this dungeon is mostly physical. It's very nice. And whenever you can, help your healer out. Just so you can eat and whatnot. It kind of sucks if we have to push this dog around because it's actually going to make us lose a bunch of time. Because now we have to kill all these void emissaries, which is not really that fun. You use LOS behind this pillar. I don't think they're gonna do that because they're all trash.
It's not ready yet.
These are just neutrals, like fucking Fortified, man. It's brutal. Fuck. So right there, I totally forgot that this is an emissary of tides, and basically you cannot interrupt or stun or use any CCs. I fucking forgot about it, honestly. They're pretty easy. They die really fast. I think they have the smallest HP out of all of them. The voids have the most. And the dome bitches you don't even fucking kill. Like, we're gonna get so much extra percent here. Nice. As long as they're interrupting this guy. That's really all I care about. The dashes aren't, they don't really do that much damage. Obviously stun them if you can, but the Oarsman is what wipes the whole fucking group. Is a fucking that thing goes up in the air and then everyone dies. It's not fun. We're almost done with this guy. We just gotta keep walking him around. We're gonna kill this one guy and then we're gonna pull. So these dome guys, whatever damage you do to them inside the thing, inside the dome, it gets reflected back to you and you basically kill yourself. So what you need to do is have a ranged like pew pew and back while you pull everything else out of the dome so you can actually kill it. Okay, someone, hello? See how they're not pushing it back? Alright, we're good. And then they just go away after a while. So as long as you, the range typically have to do that, or the healer. If the healer has like a DPS ability, like Roots or Moonfire, and I'm just naming rest of Druid abilities because they're fucking broken. Especially because they have HOTS as well to be able to do all that shit. And then you gotta click this guy, get the key, and then you gotta go over here and unlock the thing. Now you do this. There's different one every week, but you do this to get the hat, so that you don't have to fight 3 bosses in the game, just 2. I think at this point everybody knows that, but if you don't, you know. And the little rats don't bolster, which is super nice. And you can actually just watch your feet and pretty much dodge those. Another emissary we gotta kill. You can LOS up these stairs. No one's going to do that because they're not good. I mean, it is a lot harder for this healer just because none of the DPS. It's like the pros and cons between having range and melee, you know? Nah, I'm not even gonna yell at them because it is what it is. But you definitely want to LOS, 100%. Because without LOSing, these motherfuckers hurt a ton.
I need mana first.
Then you want to buy this. Is that enough? I'm trying to get 90%. So now we have so much percentage, we're going to try to skip as much as possible. Which we can't without a rogue. Which is why rogues are so strong. Because Shroud is just absolutely insane. So they learned from last time. We're actually pushing it back this time. That's good. And eventually pull. Lost. Oh. Alright, then you want to less on this boss. Because, I mean, it's fortified, so realistically, the bosses aren't that hard. But on Tyrannical, this boss is so hard. Just because there's so much going on at first. Okay, so this is the common misconception. So, right now this is a Freehold Bruce. This is going to give you, I believe, haste, and then now there's the next one is going to be crit. So this thing standing in it, it's swirling underneath my feet. If the bosses are in it, they also get it too. So you want to stand in it when it's good buffs and put the bosses in it when it's bad buffs. So like this next one is supposed to be a bad buff, so you would want them to be in it. So like this right here, that's what you want to stand in. But it's kind of hard to get them all the time. So as long as you're not standing in it, like this is a bad one, I'm gonna get them both in it. So now they're just gonna, she's gonna die in like 2 seconds. See, she gets like insta killed. And then when he's doing the smash, you also want to like stand away from him. Okay, so next one's crit. So you, as a DPS, you want to stand in it and not have him stand in it, but he's doing his Black Oak Barrel. So now I have crit. So I can't tell how much crit, but. And this one is haste. So you want him to stay in that. So I get 58 haste. Okay, so the next one's bad. So if he stands in this. There, so he just dies. It's very easy. It'll help you, like, it'll make you so you're the top. You know what I mean? It's that little bit of knowledge, and you'll just be fucking killing the rest of them. And then here, you just want to kill this bitch again. You can probably take the first one. And then the second one, and everyone after that, you just want to LOS behind this little wall here. Start LOSing now, right here. Pretty simple. Get that guy stunned. The bananas are, they do kind of hurt if you're melee. There's no melee here except for me, so. The shattering blow is you want to interrupt that for the casters. If they're near it, they'll get kill. Hello? Nice. Trying to avoid the bolstering if we can. And then you want to have the next boss is kind of, it's up to you which one you think is the hardest. I personally think Swirly Boy is hardest when it's melee, so you would want to lust on that boss. But you can basically choose when you want to have lust up. So it's 7 minutes. Okay, I don't understand how people are dying to that. He basically does a swirly thing around him, and you can just fucking move out of it. And they're ranged, so. So we're gonna do the Swirly Boy first, and then we'll have lust for the last part, the boss over there, which requires more movement. So I'm going this way, so I avoid another emissary. We're kind of like hella over percentage, just because of the fact that we don't have a stealthy to do the shit. So it is kind of is what it is, but you know, I didn't choose. It's pug, right? So okay, just fucking stun the guy. So those rage guys, if you stun them, they are no longer raged. But yeah. It kind of, like, I fucking... If it was my group, I'd get a stealthy so that he would do the things. Like, it's literally, see how much time we have left? And we've been, I mean, it's decent DPS. Hopefully they push this bitch back. Pull it. Shoot him. Hello? Gotta go fucking... See, blind rage. You want to stun him? I don't have a stun up. But that's how you would get that off. Or feign death, that works too. Alright, so she's going. Just lob that at you. Fucking bananas. Yeah, stealthies are everything, man. It's kind of AIDS. That's why, like, nerfing rogue to the ground is nothing, just because of the fact that they bring more than just damage. Said just help your healer out whenever you can. I want to see if we can hopefully just pull. I don't understand why people can't just wait. Because look how much time you're like wasting by just attacking him. Like, ooh, you did 236k. Like, just chill, dude. Is what it is, I suppose. But. And normally you'd have a stealthy start this too. You just stealth past everything. Not the voids because they can see you. So like stealth this way. And then you would start all this shit. And we would be already like at that boss over there. Well, the stealthy's coming over here and starting the RP. Because it's like 20 seconds of just mindless RP. I love the cave physics on this guy. I have hiccups. Wee. Alright, so grab the pig. Except they can't because I'm fucking slow. 2. Who's gonna be the winner? Damn. He was closer, so it went to him. Feels bad. I think we'll still be able to chest this. We do have a lock, so we can... On this bridge right here, there's like a skip that you can do over here, but there's a void there. So probably have to kill the void first, and then we can hop over. So another known thing about this guy, if you're melee, actually even if you're fucking range, you stand right where I'm standing, and you don't get hit by any fucking shells. Or not any, but you don't get hit by a lot. So it prioritizes this way. This is like a mini boss. Ludwig von Fortolen. I don't know why I said it like that. Alright, now it's spinny spin boy. So like I said, if you had if you had more melee than ranged, you should probably do this boss last in Lust. But since we have all ranged, I'm gonna do that boss last because there's kiting and you want him down as fast as possible. And this one he spins and you don't want you know, if you're melee you shouldn't be standing in it. But basically as a tank on this fight, you want to stand close to the bloods so that your melee, if it goes on them, they can just like still DPS while kiting the shark. So that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to kite the shark through the blood. A lot of people don't, for some odd reason. They just take the dick. And then he also dashes to the shark as well. And he does a bunch of damage and knocks you out. Like right there. So you always want to keep in mind that you're not in the pathway between him and the shark. Because you're going to get fucked up. Nah, I'm just going to fucking tank this because I can. When it's Fortified week, these bosses are just a joke, though. Now he's gonna dash to his shark. Just kidding. He just gets his. I like how my guy doesn't. Wait, does my guy ride a horse? Oh my god, it's the smallest horse ever. Look at him. That's so funny. This character model is huge. Look at this shit. I'm riding a fucking miniature horse. That's so funny. Lock, skip, please. Oh, rip. Thought you had to pull these. See, you learn stuff every day. I've had all of my locks do their port up here. I didn't know you could do this far back. Yeah, I've been playing this game for 5 years. And, I'm gonna die. The fuck? That's just tomfoolery. That's just tomfoolery. So we have 3 minutes to fucking one chest this. See how much time we would like. Do you save by just having a stealth? Like, it's actually crazy. And the good thing about the dwarves is you can racial, and for how many Grievous stacks you have, it gives you 200 strength per stack you remove. So I just got a shit ton of strength. I'm at 8.4k. And this boss, we didn't get the first one because we did an insane amount of DPS. But basically, you keep them over here, and have everyone in the stack over here. And then once they get these little bombs, they all go that way, and it will. And then you just move to the other side. But these fucking DPS, man. So I'm just gonna stay here because they're all ranged. And then once he hits 30%. He gets 2 dice, loaded dice, which increases your fucking damage by 100%. Which is absolute madness. So like, normally you wouldn't go over there, you go upwards. 'Cause it just helps out a lot. And that's how you fucking one chest to 10. We could have done a lot better if we didn't have to go through so much fucking percentage. I don't have an outro yet, so this is it. Like, comment, subscribe, blah 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 blah. This is gonna be, there's banging music playing. I can hear it. Oh yeah. Also follow my Twitch. All links in the description. Yeah. Outro. Woo. Outro. Woo. Outro.